In this video, I'm going to be summarising chapter 6 from this book called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Now this book's about 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and get more done in less time. Now if you haven't watched my previous video where I summarised chapter 5 from this book, then make sure you go ahead and watch that first by clicking here. In addition to that, if you want to pick yourself up a copy of this book so you can follow along with each chapter, then I've also left a link in the video description box down below. With that said, let's get straight to it. So chapter 6 of this book is about using the ABCDE method continually. Now this method is a priority setting technique that you can use every day. And the purpose behind it is so you can rank each item on your list of things you have to do for the coming day. And that's where the ABCDE method comes in. Now the A stands for something that's very important. It's something that you must do. And it's a task that will have serious positive or negative consequences if you do it or fail to do it. For example, completing a project for yourself or for your boss by a certain deadline, or meeting with a key client or customer. So anything on your list that's going to have a big impact within your life deserves an A written in front of it. And these are also the frogs of your life. And if you have more than one A task on your list, then you prioritize them by writing A1, A2, A3 and so on in front of each item. Now the B stands for something that you should do but only has mild consequences, and these also equal the tadpoles of your work life. So someone may be unhappy or inconvenienced if you don't do one of these tasks, but it's nowhere near as important as an A task. For example, returning an unimportant phone call or a text message. So the rule is you should never do a B task when you have an A task left undone. Now the C stands for something that would be nice to do, but there's no consequences whether you do it or not. For example, ringing a friend or completing personal business during work hours. These sort of things have no effect whatsoever on your work life. Now before we move on, my name's Luke and this channel is all about personal development, and I'll be sharing the things I've learned and continuously learn. So if you enjoy content around trying to improve yourself, overall personal development, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now the D stands for something you can delegate to someone else. So the rule is you should delegate everything someone else can do, so that way you can free up more time for you to work on the A tasks that only you can do. For example, having someone else go through your emails so they can prioritize them. That way you only have to work on those things that are going to have a big impact within your life. Now the E stands for something that you can eliminate altogether without it making any real difference. So this may be something that was important in the past, but it's no longer relevant to you or anyone else. And what you'll often find is it's normally something that you continue to do out of habit or because you enjoy it. But the reality is, all it's doing is taking time away from a task that can have a real difference within your life, make a real difference within your life. Now, the key to making the ABCDE method work, that's a bit of a mouthful. Let me just call it the AE method. That may have been a bit easier if I started that at the start of the video. Anyways, so the key to making the AE method work is to discipline yourself to start immediately on your A1 task and stay at it until it's complete. So don't work on any other tasks until your A1 task is complete, because all you're going to be doing is essentially wasting time, distracting yourself from something that's a lot more important within your life, that's going to have a bigger difference within your life. And at the end of the chapter, Brian Tracy gives us 2 actionable steps, which I'm going to read now. The first step is review your work list right now and put an A, B, C, D or E next to each task or activity. Select your A1 job or project and begin on it immediately. Discipline yourself to do nothing else until this one job is complete. Step 2 is practice this ABCDE method every day for the next month on every work or project list before you begin work. After a month, you'll have developed the habit of setting and working on your highest priority tasks, and your future will be assured. With that said, if you want to know what I personally do to overcome the fear of failure, then make sure you click here where I shot a video on that exact topic called How to Overcome Fear of Failure.